gotten sucked into thanks to Tremblefoot getting a lantern from a mysterious peddler. And upon entering this new world, it looks very deserted, and you guys were kind of in a desert like area, but then slowly made your way to a foresty area and an outpost, or no, the outpost was before the forest, and the outpost was rather empty. So you guys decided to search around, and you actually found some interesting items, one of which was a map. You found some water, some other things. You also found that the well that is in the middle of the outpost was full of mud and really muddy water. So you guys decide, after realizing that there wasn't really too much in the outpost, um, with everything run down and dilapidated, to continue on. And you guys go into a forest where you come into contact with somebody who decided that they were going to be a little tricksy and sneak up on you guys and watch. You guys finally caught up or caught them and talked to them, and they had gotten you to go to a town. So you guys decided to go to the town with the large fence around, or the large wall around it, and found that it is extremely guarded. You guys try to enter only to be stopped and told that you need to drop your weapons. You guys decided against that for the time being, deciding to try and sleep first. So, where we pick up now is you guys are waking up outside. It seems to have started to rain. And as it's raining, you feel it touch you, and it's hot, almost burning to the touch. You look around as you start feeling eyes on you. So then you start looking towards the wall, and you notice that the guards aren't there.
So we feel somebody looking at us, but it's not the guards.
So what do you do?
Hmm.
If she's not already in it, I'm gonna put Sam in one of the cloaks. Don't need her fur catching fire or some shit.
Well, you guys had already decided to put Sam in a cloak,
Okay.
um, so that people weren't feeling intimidated by a large white tiger.
All right, for pocket tigers.
Yes.
Is the gate still sealed
Yes.
tightly shut? Just no guards up top.
That you can see.
So what do we see outside of slash roll, D20, and then your modifier? Type
I've got that roll. How do I put the little thing in
in
parentheses?
brackets, not parentheses.
Oh.
So you would do bracket D20 plus 7 bracket. And I would put your text in front of it, not behind it. So like rolling perception bracket D20 plus 7.
There we go. Oh.
No, do it this way because it's easier. Do the hashtag roll.
Well, no, there is a macro. I don't know what he's doing wrong because I do it all the time. Oh, put a 1 in front of your D20. Try that, Eric.
There we go. Codes to help. Kind of.
No, you've got an apostrophe after the 1. What the hell? It keeps giving you an invalid dice code. Let me see what you're typing. No, you don't want the dash. That's what you're doing wrong. If you do the macro in the brackets,
Okay.
if you
Okay, so
if you don't want the brackets, you do the roll. And if you do,
okay,
yeah.
so that's what contains that. Gotcha.
Yeah,
All right.
we're good. And you rolled really well.
Yes, you did. Okay,
What do I-
so what you see is directly around you. All you really see is the forest that you guys came out of, and around the wall is kind of clear of the trees. So there's probably about 10 feet of clearing between the woods and the wall. So you see the wall and you look up and there's nobody standing there like there was the night before. And that's literally all you see other than your two party members.
And you said the door was still shut? The
Yes.
doors to the city? And we're being rained on by something that's burning our skin. I'm trying not to fall into a bitter sense of I told you,
Foreboding.
but I feel like saying I told you so. All right. I guess let's maybe try and go open the doors.
Yeah, let's get some shelter, and that seems to be the closest place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go to the door and you lightly tap on it because it's locked. And it seems to be barred from the other side. And the door opens. On the other side, you do see some of the guards. It just seems a little weird to you that there wasn't anybody up top. So you walk in and you see what looks to you guys like a sprawling city. But it seems you have been thrown back in time. And as you walk into the town, it's not raining anymore. So you look up and you notice that there's what looks almost like a force field that the rain is pelting.
Got a bit of a dome
Yes.
sorts. Well, this is an improvement. We're at least not being acid rained on or whatever this is.
And we know why they're not up on the tower this morning.
But it's kind of suspect if there isn't anybody standing the door right now.
Well, she said it was the guards that let us in. They're just not up top.
Not up top.
And I guess if we see a force field, it's because
They don't
maybe
like
the
the rain
first
either.
foot only extends so far, like maybe it doesn't cover the guard towers or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
as
you walk
walk
in and
in
you
and you
notice,
notice
it's
it's
just
just
below
below
where
where
the
the
guards were
guards
standing
standing
yesterday.
yesterday.
So
So
that
that it
protects the
protects the
city,
city,
but
but
nobody can
nobody can
really
really
stand
stand
up
up
on
on
top
top
of
of.
the wall.
So we have rain that burns and food that poisons. I don't like this place.
No, this is not a nice place to live or visit so far.
And
Right?
as you guys are kind of walking around and looking around, some
Some
of
of
the what
what
you would
you would
assume
assume
are
are
regulars
regulars
to the
to the
town
town
or
or
natives,
natives.
they
They
say,
say,
"Welcome to
welcome to
Ironevale."
Ironevale.
Ironvale.
Excuse me.
And what do
And
these locals look like?
do what?
Do what?
What do they look like?
They
They
look
look
like
like
the
the
person that
person
you
that
had
you had
seen
seen
before
before
that was
that was
that had
that
been
had been
following
following
you. The
the
Gaily.
healing.
Yeah, the celestial being.
Hmm.
So all the locals here are celestials?
Yes.
Yes,
From what
from
you
what
can
you can
see.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Let me buy the book. But
But
as you
as you
guys
guys
get
get
kind of
kind of
closer
closer
into the
into the
town,
town,
everything
everything
seems
seems
to
to
shift
shift
a little bit. Like, not
not
visually,
visually,
but the
but
way you feel.
feel.
There's,
There,
it
it
almost
almost
feels like
feels
there's
like
like a
a
taint
taint
on the
on the
entire
entire
city,
city,
and it
and it
gets
gets
worse
worse
as
as
you
you
get
get
into the
into
middle
the
of
middle of
town.
town.
Well, this tain't a good place.
Mm.
I'm a
I'm
copy.
So what is as we move in, we feel weird?
Yes.
Yes,
Almost
almost
like,
like
think
think
like
like
something
something
that's
that's
trying
trying
to
to
drain
drain
you
you
of your
of
life
your life
essence.
essence.
All right. Then I would want to use. I'm going to try to detect any detect magic just to see if I know the source or if this is a magical thing that's making us have this unusual sensation or.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
I
I
had
had
expected
expected
this.
this.
I had
I had
actually
actually
written this
written this
down.
down.
Bing bang boom.
So
So
the
the
first
first
round
round
of
of
your
your
detect
text
magic,
magic,
you
you
feel an
feel an
evil
evil
presence
presence
settling
settling
over the
over the
entire
entire
area.
area.
Um, you
You
don't
don't
really
really
get a
get a
sense
sense
of
of
exactly where
exactly
it's
where it's
coming
coming
from,
from,
Hmm.
but
but
eventually you
eventually you
start
start
getting
getting
the
the
source,
source,
not
not
necessarily the
necessarily the
direction,
direction,
but
but
it's
it's
not
not
familiar to
familiar to
you,
you,
something
something
that
that
doesn't
doesn't
seem like
seem
it's
like
of
it's
this
of this
particular
particular
world.
world.
Something foreign.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
But it's
but it's
also
also
not
not
something
something
that
that
you
you
have
have
come into contact with
contact with
before
before
either.
either.
So foreign to this world and foreign to me.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So it doesn't remind us of the feeling on the prior world where our mind was being ripped out. It's not like the same feeling of Asimov or Zahara's magic. Is this a new magic?
Different magic than that. Yeah. Well, at least our mind fuckery is gone for the moment, but
Don't take off that.
no, no. Besides, they're quite fashionable.
Now we just need like a fucking cloak to hold our life essence inside. Like God, every time we go to a new place, we're gonna need a new article of clothing.
Yeah, there's something evil here. Something definitely evil and unusual and wrong. But I couldn't tell you anything more than that.
Well, that's gonna be fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's par for the course apparently. You know, it's out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Angel,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
For what? Oh,
Bringing a chair.
yeah.
Oh, I apologize. I had written specific directions for when you guys rolled perception outside of the wall, and I did miss something.
That's all right. We're inside now, so
Yes, but now it pertains to inside too. It pertains to what you guys are dealing with the dark, evil presence.
okay.
Um, just outside of the wall, uh, 5 feet from the woods, like there's you can tell there's kind of like a line, but from that point to the woods, everything is green and lush. And then as you get closer to the wall in the city, everything looks dead or died.
Oh, okay. So I know it's hard to hear. So as we walked out of the forest, it and got closer to the city, what she's saying is about 5 feet as we got out of the forest, things started to decay and die the closer we got to the city. So the forest is lush and green and beautiful.
You have this dead zone.
Yep. Think in the shadow fell when you guys went to that house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you do you have anything that can sense if we're on desiccated,
That
unhallowed ground or something like
that
that?
is not my
Well, it would be magic,
my kind of. Well, I can tell magic, but
but not that.
no, I think any sort of divination stuff that might be a little more on Trimblefoot's.
Hey, Tremblefoot,
Uh,
I might forgive you later if you can help me with this now. Did you notice that when we left the tree line, the closer we got to the city, the more dead things looked? Do you have any idea why that might be?
outside of nature, probably not.
Well,
But
is it,
I will try a nature check and see.
okay, thank you.
You don't know.
Uh, yeah, I have no clue.
All right, thank you. Let me see what I've got. I have a couple of knowledge checks, and we're historians, so.
I like taking refuge. Make bed.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a straight up history check. In our studies, when we were in the facility learning about the culture and the history, I want to see if I might have read anything about this or something similar, like if we've heard about it before, maybe encountered it.
Okay.
Oh, that's not right. Hold on.
Wow.
Yeah, 470
You rolled low on
because I
that,
made
too.
a typo.
That was a very low roll on that.
Yeah. That's an average.
Do you have?
I don't have at any points in history. I should have with my backstory, but rogues only get dungeoneering and local, so that is just a straight up. What do I remember from reading my books? Check.
You do recall seeing something similar, but you don't remember exactly what.
Well, all I know is that this has happened before, but I'm racking my brain. I can't quite remember where I read it or what it was about. Maybe the locals.
Yeah, I think
have
it's
some
time
information.
we ask a few questions and ask them, hey, why is all your stuff dying?
You talk better than I do. People don't like what I have to say usually,
While you
and you're
guys
prettier.
while you
So
guys are talking and trying to figure out what's going on with the plant life, you see a what is it? Iron giant or iron golem patrolling the town.
Hmm,
The heck is that?
not because your mom is yelling at the dog.
Iron Golem is patrolling.
An iron golem is patrolling.
Yes.
All right. I suppose then, if that's the nearest denizen, I would approach the golem and ask for assistance or direction on who I should speak to.
One second.
So that's the only person near around us, like
That's
this.
the first thing we see.
Yeah, I did not check on him. Okay, so as he's patrolling around, you kind of hear the clanking of the iron, and he turns his head towards you and tilts his head and then points towards the center of town and then just starts to continue to walk as if nothing had happened.
Okay, well, I guess we need to go to the center of the town.
All right, it's not like I have any better ideas.
All right, so we'll make our way towards the indicated direction towards the center of the town.
I need you all to roll perception.
Perception.
Oh,
You rolled the wrong one, babe.
Nice. Okay,
We all have +7 perception. That is crazy.
I did not realize that. So you all notice this. Off to the right, as you get closer to the center of town, you see a building that is all dilapidated, and it's very run down. But what seems to be very weird about it is that everybody is avoiding the area. They take great caution in making sure that they stay at least 10 feet away from this building. The building is white marble with black spots, as if, like, think somebody took an ink pen and just splattered the ink in random different places.
Like a Rorschach test.
Yes. And then there are black rose vines that seem to be choking the building. And the roses seem to almost fall to life.
You've got a slight echo, so we're struggling to hear you. So you said there were black vines with roses growing on the side of the building?
Yes, it seems to be choking the building.
You sound much better now. Okay, so the vines are choking the building.
Okay,
And the
so
roses seem to be almost pulsing with life.
And the roses are pulsing with life. I've got her at full volume, so if you need to move it closer, you can.
all right.
So, I guess, hey, Trumblefoot, roses like that before.
I will do it
Thank you.
with a 26.
Nice. So, what you notice is that these aren't your normal roses. They are not of nature. And this scene, as you look at it, one of the vines goes directly into the ground. And this is where you can tell the life of the excuse me, the plant life is going.
Oh, no, this isn't natural.
Well, I assumed that.
Well, you
Is
never know in
there?
this world.
No, that's true. That's true. Is there anything interesting about it?
All of the life of the plants around seem to be going into the vines. I don't know why.
Seems to be a source of life draining, sucking type stuff.
It does.
Could be.
That's
And as you guys are walking towards it, the iron golem stands in your way and tells you, back off. You need to stay away from here.
But didn't it just point us in this direction? Why would it point us in this direction and then tell us to not go there?
Probably see 10 feet back, the way everybody else is.
Maybe.
All right. So, any of the other people that are nearby that are avoiding it with that 10-foot radius, I want to just ask them. So, what's the deal with this whole vine rose choking stuff? Got some sort of infestation, or what exactly is going on?
I'm going to answer his question first. He was asking how tall the iron golem is,
Okay.
and it is about 10 feet tall. So, as you are trying to gain the attention of some of the denizens, you notice that they all avoid talking to you when you're asking specifically about the roses.
All right. Then I'm going to spend another round of detect magic to see if this is the source of the foreign icky stuff, or what I sense out of this building that's being choked.
As you detect around it, it doesn't seem to be the same foreign power. This particular area is a lot more reminiscent of Zahara's magic.
A lot more resonant of whose magic?
Zahara's.
All right, so it's different than the life training magic, but we recognize it. You recognize it as belonging to Zahara, of course, because it's got the necromantic.
Life training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this definitely has
Burn it to the ground.
definitely has Zahira's touch to it. And nobody wants to have any eye contact or anything when I'm trying to ask them about this. So I don't know if this is something that they revere or revile.
They're a city of celestials with an infestation of necromantic magic. And the angel that was, or the celestial outside, told us that they were under Asimov's thumb. I don't think it's something that they want here. It's opposite everything that what I know of a celestial to admire. It's like the complete opposite. What do you think, Trumbull?
Did you guys hear that?
No, all we got was static.
He said run.
Run. Yeah. Unfortunately, the time for running is past. We should have ran like 2 days after our first job. But you guys kept telling me we're the only ones who can save the world. And now we're here.
Well, there's more than one world to save, apparently.
Mm-hmm. If we go outside, we get pelted by burning rain, and we have no food that isn't poisoning us. Like, we have very few good options at this moment, and we're in yet another place where nobody wants to talk to us.
Well, let's see what we can do to these vines. I am going to try to cast Jolt on the vines to see if electricity has any effect.
Okay. As you're doing that, at the mention of food, Tesla pops his head out and states, "I've got something to fix that," and pops back in.
All right. Which cloak was he in? Yours or mine?
Yours, because you have the forge.
Okay. All right. Well, Tremble, Angel, do you want to have a parlay with our
I can't go in there. I'm wearing my own cloak.
Tremble? Let's. You want to hop in and have a little powwow with our strange fellow inventor friend?
I'm not really sure about that. He's a bit crazy.
I take off my cloak, and I'm like, here, hold this. And I just drop it on top of you, Tremble. And I look at Valdis, and I'm like, open sesame.
Quick question before you go in. Did you drop it so the back landed on me or the inside?
I wasn't looking, and I walk in Valdis's cloak.
DM's determination.
Roll a d6.
At the moment, Angel has just had enough. Like, she's checked out. She's just going along with the motions. You want? Oh, he got it too.
You fall into the cloak. So, Valdis, I need you to roll an attack.
For my Ray of Frost?
Jolt. You were doing Jolt.
Or, yeah, my Jolt.
I'm looking it up.
No, it's usually just DC, I think.
It depends if it's a touch.
Oh, okay. No, this is 25. This is 25 feet.
So, so yeah, it just shoots from your fingertips. It's instantaneous. You must succeed on a ranged touch attack. So you do roll your d20 plus your BAB, just like if you were rolling a sword or a gun.
Okay.
But it's a touch attack, which means for RGM, it's the armor count of whatever Valdis is attacking minus the item's dexterity bonus if it has one. So like if it's normally a DC an armor count of 15, but their dexterity is 3, the ranged touch attack would be a 12 instead. So, and then upon a successful hit, it will deliver the electric damage, which for you I think is 1d3.
Oh, yeah, 1d6.
I think it's 1d3. That's because I based it off the ray of frost.
1d3.
Yeah. Let's hope that the roses have a very low armor count.
You miss.
I guess it's very hard to hit a flower.
You usually have to shock flowers.
I'm not there. You're talking to yourself, I guess, because he fell in my cloak and I'm in yours.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, this sort of thing doesn't normally happen.
Just talking to yourself out in the open. Maybe the iron golem standing next to you.
Speaking of, as you go to attempt to jolt the roses, he seems to start shaking with anger that you just attacked this plant.
I think it's safe to say the iron golem belongs to Zahara, even if no one else does.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Hey, Golem. This is from where I come from. This is how we bless things.
Roll a bluff.
Boom! Natural 20.
Oh god. I'm not even gonna look that up now. Oh my god. You bluff him and he stops shaking, but still seems to be glaring at you.
Still wary. All right, well, I talked my way out of that one.
Very well, apparently.
I actually, I was curious, so I pulled up the iron golem, and he has a perception of 0. He has like no charisma. He has a charisma of 1 rather, but a wisdom of 11. And yeah, you don't want to make him mad.
That's why I was doing some smooth talking for once.
All right.
I can't smooth talk people, but I can smooth talk the shit out of inanimate or magically animated objects.
Yeah, that's because he doesn't know better. All right, so I guess I'm talking to Pestle then. I follow him in the cloak. Pestle, what did you mean by you have something for that? You were in here. How could you even know what we're dealing with outside?
I just woke up. And I was curious as to what was going on out there. So, I kind of peeked a little bit and heard you speak of food. And I have an idea. So, I'm going to go work on that. I need you to go. Bye.
Okay. So just to be clear, you're working on something regarding food, not life training roses.
Yes.
All right. Bye. Have fun.
Of course. If anything seems to explode, don't mind me.
Oh, yeah, we won't. And I walk out of the cape. Right as Valdis is smooth talking a golem, but this is how we bless things. And I step outside of the cape.
Yes, and after that, you notice that the iron golem seems to stop shaking, but it still glares. His, arms crossed over his chest, like I don't want to believe you, but I believe you anyway, and I don't want you any closer or doing anything to this, so I'm going to stand here.
Hey, so Ixnay on the Aking Te, the Oz's Ray, or the Alangay.
OTK. I have no idea how to talk pig Latin, so take that how you will. And I look around and I realize that Tremble isn't holding my cloak, so I very angrily pick it up, shake it off, and put it back on.
Roll an acrobatics.
All right.
Not you.
Oh,
Tremble.
okay.
Telling me, Smalls.
Oh my god. That's funny. So, as Angel is shaking off the cloak, Tremblefoot comes flying out and does a few tumbles and ends up hitting into the iron golem.
Ow!
Yeah, that just made my morning. I'm totally in a much better mood now.
Oh god.
Sorry, I didn't know you were inside. I thought you had dropped my cloak and deserted me.
You have to be careful how you place these.
You dropped it right on my head. What did you think?
Hold on. I'm in real life laughing.
Flump.
So, as you guys
You're
are
right.
laughing and talking, the golem looks from Valdis down to the 3 foot tall dwarfling and tilts his head like, where the fuck did you come from and what are you doing at my feet?
They're such lovely feet, though.
He shakes his head, kind of nudges you with his foot, and then stands back.
Clings to the foot. That's a lovely foot.
I need you to roll me. What do you roll for grappling?
You don't. Grappling is a CMB against a CMD.
Okay.
So, since I have the Iron Golem up, the Iron Golem has a CMD of 39. So it because he's a CR13 mob, so it's highly unlikely that Tremble is going to roll higher than a 39, but he can still roll it if you want him to. At which point, a CMB is a 10 plus your strength plus your dexterity modifier.
So it's a 10 plus strength modifier plus dex modifier.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I think that's the CMD. It's a D20 plus your strength and your dexterity modifier. Because you roll. It's the CMD that is static. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, 5 to 39? Definitely not.
So, as he's kind of shaking his foot now, Tremblefoot goes flying. I need you both to roll a reflex.
Okay.
Both of who?
Valdis and Angel.
Oh. That's right, I'm going flying.
Did you hear that, baby? Roll reflex save.
Alrighty. cannot spell today. Relfax, Refark, Farflock, Deplick, Librib.
Because we didn't have our coffee this morning.
Nice.
Another natural 20.
Boom!
Oh, yeah. You totally see it coming. You're like, sidestep. Angela just barely makes it out of the way.
I'm distracted. I was still shaking the dust out of my cloak.
We're still laughing.
No, I was laughing in real life. My character was stopped laughing after like the first chuckle. And like in real life, I'm watching this little dwarfling tumble across the dust and like land with his crotch on top of this golem's foot and just hanging on to it for dear life. And it was hilarious. Angel was not really that amused. She's fixing her cloak. My android is in a bad mood today. Well, I think we can't do anything here with the golem in the way, so we should either devise a distraction or come back later.
Yeah, let's head off away from here, regroup, maybe do a little more investigation, see what we can come to find out.
Alright, well, while you guys are kind of discussing what you guys are going to do, the Iron Golem looks at you guys and points towards the center of town, which is further in, and says, "You want there, not here."
Oh, so the house wasn't. We thought the house was at the center of town, and that's not the case.
It's close, but it's not the center of town.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to trust your directions. Look what happened the last time.
So we apologize and thank him for the directions. We skirt very generously around the house and continue walking towards the center of town.
Okay. So as you continue walking in towards the center of town, there's some shops, one of which is a blacksmith that seems to be ran by a burly stone giant. It's, think of the old-fashioned blacksmith shops. It's kind of like a wood shelter that's closed off.
Right, yeah, it's just like a wooden structure, and inside they have the fire and the anvils and
smoke and everything to get through.
Yeah. And of course you have your food carts and bakeries and tailors. There's even a jewel crafter. You have an apothecary. All of the other shops seem to be ran by the Celestials.
Okay. Well, it's up to you two. I'm just gonna make sure you don't die.
So what are you gonna do?
While just in the background, while Valdis and Trumbull are taking the lead, I'm just gonna be praying as I follow behind them.
For anything in particular?
I just want to see if I can still even reach her because she was already really faint on the other world. And I just want to try and keep my connection in case I have to, like, I don't know, in case we need emergency help.
Okay, so as you attempt to pray, you still feel her, but it's fainter than it was before.
Okay.
Like, you can tell that if you really needed her help, she would help you, but it wouldn't do much.
Okay.
Like it's a dire need. Would she be able to help you at all?
All right.
Tremblefoot's going to pull out his mini pipe, no weed, and just puff on it. His
Hmm?
nerves are shot.
I think he's talking straight to her, not into his mic.
Oh,
So you're going to take out your mini pipe and puff on it. No weed, just you're an odd dwarfling. Okay. So do you guys continue walking?
Sure.
All right. So
You want to go?
well, I don't know. Um, so this blacksmith is actually at the center.
All the stores are. There's a blacksmith, an apothecary,
Okay, so
a
it's
jewel
just all the.
crafter. So find someone who looks smart, like maybe the apothecary, because they deal with chemicals and magical formulations, and they might know something more than a guy who just pounds metal all
That's a
day.
good suggestion. Yeah. So I think I will approach the apothecary.
okay. So as you approach, you see that it's a rather tall male. All of these celestials look almost elven.
Hmm.
And he has long flowing red hair. And he looks at you, raises an eyebrow, and says, "Can I help you with something?"
Well, I certainly hope so. My name is Valdez, and these are my companions. We're a little new here, if you haven't guessed that already.
Yeah, out of town.
And well, I just wanted to see about your particular wares and what sort of apothecary alchemical things you do, and perhaps if you could give us some information or tell us who we might need to talk to about this particular town of Ironvale.
He looks at you very snidely. He is not impressed by you at all. And he's like, "You have very strange names. Um, but should you really need assistance, you probably should go see the queen. As far as my wares, as you call them, I have all sorts of potions. It depends on your needs, I suppose, as to what I can offer you."
Hmm. Well, we've noticed that the rain is a little unforgiving. Do you have anything to assist with that? Some sort of rain X?
Yes, it's called Stay Indoors.
Ah, the stay indoors potion. What an interesting but direct name.
No,
How much
there
is
is
it?
no potion. You stay indoors.
But she asked you for a potion, and you said it's called stay indoors. How much does that cost?
There is no potion.
Then why did you tell her there was one called stay indoors? This guy doesn't know anything. We should find someone else.
Blacksmith.
Okay. Why not? Let's go talk to the blacksmith. That's what Trumbull wants.
All right. I give a curtsy, thank the fellow for his time, and we move on toward the blacksmith, following in Trimble's wake.
I'm just shaking my head and I'm like, man, he was not smart at all. And I start mumbling things like, why would he say he has a potion called Stay Indoors and then tell you it doesn't exist? It makes no sense.
Alright. So you guys make it to the blacksmith, who I said is a stone giant. And he's obviously working on some swords. You see that laying around, since there isn't really any walls or anything, you see some crates full of axes, hammers, long swords, short swords. There's some knives, there's some daggers, and he hears the crunching of the dead grass and some rocks and turns to look at you and he's like, "Can I help you?"
Oi, how goes the pounding of the metal?
"Quite well, thank you."
So, can you tell us more about this place?
"Depends on what you want to know."
Ah, for that, I will direct you to Veldis. She is the one who has the brains.
Oh, well, we know that this is Ironevale, and the seems to be a nice refuge from the rather unforgiving rain. And we're kind of unfamiliar with this whole area, this whole town, and any information that you could give us would be quite helpful.
"Well, it really depends on what exactly you want to know of what I can give you information wise."
Why is there a golem telling me that I can't go see a house covered in vines and roses?
At that, he clams up and doesn't say anything.
Well, we know that's off limits, so maybe now he'll tell you other easy stuff.
Speaking of vines and roses, and seeing all your work here, you seem to be a fan of heavy metals.
"Wow." He looks at you very confused, but nods his head. "Yes, I'm a blacksmith after all."
I'm just like rolling behind you, laughing so hard. All he needs are some guns.
"Did you say that in character?"
Or to have his name be Axel.
We're all just now looking at each other, making rock joke puns in front of this stone giant.
He looks at you very confused. "Axel? What is Axel? And what are these? What did you call them? Guns?"
Oh, well, we can't really talk about it. It all depends on what you want to know.
Touche. Touche.
I'm on a roll today.
All on rolls today.
That's true. We're all in rolls today. You're absolutely.
Although, if you could possibly part with the little information about the vine-covered house, I'm sure we could probably divulge the information on guns.
Mm.
He looks at the three of you for a minute, shakes his head. "You want to know about the vines, you need to go see the queen."
We came to see you instead.
"You need to see the queen."
Hey! I have a real quick question because Snooty Apothecary said the same thing. Is it common for your queen to talk to peasants who come through the first gate on day one asking questions about a weird house?
"Yes."
Well, let's go see the queen. Bye.
He looks at you confused for a minute.
Oh wait, where do I find the queen?
Further into the center of town.
I thought we're in the center of town.
Further into the center of town.
I think you're confused by what the word center means. The golem was like, go that way, but you're not far enough. And now we're here, and you're like, go that way, you're not far enough.
Or is the center of town moving?
How do we stop the town center from moving?
Go to the center of town.
It's the purpose.
I bet this is some sort of Zen thing. The center of town is wherever you find yourself.
Well, yeah, but then we'd be able to talk to the queen. She would be right here.
Maybe the queen hasn't centered herself yet.
Kremple should give her his weed. I hear that's very helpful.
You know, everybody's so tight-lipped around here. Maybe having a little.
Yeah, toke it up. Like, start a fire in the middle of town, throw some weed on it, and we'll, like, fan it everywhere and see if people start loosening up.
You get them all to sing Kumbaya and keep this whole oppression thing, kick it over.
While y'all are discussing this, Tremblefoot takes the initiative, walks outside, starts preparing.
No, we were joking.
He doesn't stop.
I plugged my nose. I don't want any of this. What have I done?
So, the only weed I have left is the weak shit because I already used the strong stuff, and yeah. And unfortunately, it's not a lot, so it's just going to be Tremblefoot toking it up and blowing the smoke in a circle around him.
It's an open air hot box.
But he's going to use the special pipe.
Oh god. You guys are killing me. Oh.
You all right?
Yeah.
You okay?
What do I need to do?
Good question. I don't know. I was not expecting this at all. I guess just go into the middle of the street and start toking it up. Like, no.
Goes in the middle of the street, lights up his special pipe with some of
Oh god.
blowing smoke rings when he can.
As you're doing such, a lot of the denizens who are in the middle of trying to shop start looking at you and start cussing and cursing and yelling at you to stop.
Doesn't.
Uh-oh. I smell one of us getting arrested. We should go stop him. I know we were joking, but I don't think he realizes we were joking. And, yeah, I have no idea what to do now. I don't know how to be funny, apparently.
As you are talking to Valhalla, you guys start hearing a commotion out in the middle of the street, and you start hearing the clanking of armor of at least 10 people walking towards you guys.
Tremble, you might want to put that out. Apparently, it's not greatly appreciated here.
Smoking is not illegal.
You don't know that. Remember, we're in a different place.
It's never been illegal before. What the fuck?
Taser his ass and throw him in your cloak. Like for real, jolt him to the back of the head.
I don't have to do that. I'll just take the cloak and
Drop it on him.
there, you can smoke in safety. Boom.
Yes, you do. Yes. So you still get flopped into the cloak, but you manage to stumble and not completely fall on your ass, and not run into Puzzle, who is in the middle of making something that you're not exactly sure of what it is, because he just has a pile of metal by him as he's quietly singing to himself.
Pencil, what the hell are you doing?
I'm not reading anything. I told
Wow.
I told the robot one to leave me alone. I'm busy. What do you want?
A room's for smoking. He goes to a corner and sits and starts smoking.
Just be quiet. And he goes back to working.
And meanwhile, I'm outside telling Valdis, okay, okay, I've learned my lesson. I shouldn't even, in joking, give him a reason.
Certainly not. And until we understand this world a little better. So let's make towards the center of the center of the
I
town.
wonder if this is like, I don't know, like rings on a tree.
Huh?
And we were like at the center of the first ring and then the center of the second ring.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Only as you get closer, you notice that there's only like two or three rings before
Okay.
you get to the center of town. But before you get there, um, the armored guard walks up to you quite angrily and says, "Where is the smoker?
What smoker?
He was here. Where is he?"
What's. I'm sorry. I don't see him either.
Roll bluff.
Did you do something to him?
She wants you to roll a bluff.
Wrong way.
I am resisting the urge to face palm right now. Ooh.
Oh my god. Valdis.
Woohoo! I'm dumping my dice and just using rolls from now on. Jeez.
See. How do I figure out sense motive?
On your night.
Mhm.
Um, hold on, I have a list of NPCs and their skills. Give me 1 second.
Ow.
Um, a guard officer, like someone who keeps the peace, or someone a little higher up,
An
like a
officer.
watch captain.
It's just an officer.
Just an officer. All right, a guard officer is considered a fighter level 4. He has a wisdom of 10. And um, let's see. He has a sense motive of 8.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'll send you the link. You're welcome.
Eh, wrong button. Oh, he believes you. He backs off, but as you two kind of talk a little bit, um, you see somebody who looks a lot more ranked. This is a commanding officer that is now approaching you, and he's like, I need you to come with me. The
Oh,
queen has deemed it necessary to speak to you guys.
we've been trying to see her all morning. This is perfect.
Well, now you have an escort.
Mm,
Wonderful.
this was a real confusing.
What?
She said, "Roof, roof, 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 roof."
Yeah, Angel's eating a ration and her mouth is full, but what she said was, "Thank you. This city is so confusing."
Okay. He kind of escorts you into the middle of a circle of 10 people, and you guys, as one unit, start making your way into the center of town. And as
We're
you
gonna call
guys.
it the Tri Center from now on.
What?
The Tri Center.
Yes.
Try cent.
Yes. As you guys make it, you notice that there is a very large stone building with it looks like a castle. But it looks like it's battle ready. It doesn't look like it's a castle of somebody who doesn't go out and fight and expect it not to come to their front door. Um, there are several guards who are patrolling around it, and your unit makes it inside, and it's extravagant. Everything is polished. You have a red um, rug that runs along the hallway to a door on the opposite end of the hallway, and on the other side of the door is the throne room, where you see several flags of the crest of this particular kingdom. This particular kingdom has a celestial crest, obviously. It has wings and what you can assume is a halo as its crest. And as you get closer to the throne, you see that it's solid rock. It's not smoothed down at all, so it looks very uncomfortable. But there are some cushions, and it's raised on a dais. And sitting upon the throne is a very tall, elegant female with reddish golden hair that is braided down her back to the mid back. Bright green eyes. The skin tone is almost golden. And sitting upon her head is a circlet made of silver with a blood red ruby that rests in the middle of her forehead. Despite being royal, she wears battle armor that is gold with a red vine and flowers emblazoned on the chest piece. It is heavy armor, and she looks elven. And
Do the vines and roses look like the ones choking the house in tier 1 of the center of town?
no,
Okay.
as you guys reach the edge of there's like a set of stairs going up to the dais. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, the guards around you kneel, and they look, and the guard captain or the commanding officer looks at you guys expectantly.
I guess we follow suit.
Yep.
Yep. We do like they do.
Okay, so
All in one.
you. Okay.
Yep. Showing deference.
Okay. What? What are you going to do?
Hmm.
Okay. So as she watches you guys also kneel, she kind of smiles, but it's almost a sad smile. And she stands and she raises her hands in motion you guys to stand up once more. And the guard around you kind of pull away and off to the sides on either side of the room, watching you guys warily. They obviously are very worried about you guys. You guys are outsiders. They know this. So they don't know what to expect from you guys.
Hmm.
And she kind of bows her head a little bit in respect and says, I am Sorcha. Oops.
Sorside, Queen
Yes.
Sorside. It's uh, an honor to meet you. I'm Valdis. This is my sister, Angel.
It is
Hello.
very lovely to meet the two of you. Um, I have gotten word that at least the two of you, I heard that there was another, um, but that the two of you have come into my town, and I'm rather curious as to what you are doing here.
Well, we were really just looking to get out of the really unforgiving rain. That was really what kind of brought us from the outside. That turned out to be rather unpleasant. And shelter was our primary and foremost thought when we asked for passage into Ironevale.
Yes, that terrain is rather unforgiving. I do apologize. I am glad that you have been able to find shelter. Um, but this may not be the best time or place for you to seek shelter. We are in the middle of a battle of sorts. I heard also that you had attempted to attack what is growing here within my town. Why is that?
Is that some of your particular decor, doing the whole vines and black roses?
No.
Not something you're particularly fond of.
No.
Yes, then I was trying to attack the shit out of it.
I had gone back to sticking rations in my mouth because I'm hungry and they interrupted my breakfast. And I just spew food all over the carpet.
Trimblefoot is going to come out of the cloak, but he's going to kind of climb onto Valdis's back and then around to her stomach and be like, "Look, stop putting me in the pocket."
That makes my food thing look fine.
She glares at Angel for spewing food all over her floor, but kinda is startled when she notices Tremble come out of the back of Valdis to the front. And the guards get closer, getting really antsy about what's going on.
Excuse me, my ration.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, there he is. We were just looking for you. The guards were asking about you. I don't know if it's for an autograph status or something like that, but I found the smoker.
At that, one of the guards go over to you guys and grabs Tremble
Oi, let me go.
and starts carrying him away.
No, 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 no. He doesn't. He. We're strangers in a strange land, and uh, we were not aware of any non-smoking policies. So, could I just ask for a little bit of leniency on behalf of my friend?
Well, smoking is part of my religious. Ugh,
Religious?
he's not clear-headed enough.
Okay. So the guard looks towards the queen, and she nods her head and releases Tremble with a slight push back towards your guard.
Thank you.
When he gets there, he bows but doesn't kneel. I mean, he's 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
He would disappear if he kneels. He just like,
She bows her head a little bit, and I apologize for that, but yes, due to our current situation, we don't allow for recreational um, things like that.
but it's not recreational.
And I politely request you to keep that in her and points towards Valdez.
Trimblefoot blushes.
Hell yes, he does.
Was that a queenly command?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be weird.
You're telling me.
So,
I never thought about this that way.
Valdez, did you tell her about the evil vine things?
I was just asking her about that, and she is not a fan.
Oh, so can we go kill it?
No.
Why the hell not?
I would politely ask you not to use such language within my presence. As
Okay, why not?
you need manners. And she looks towards Valdez, who seems to have the most manners in the party.
Yes, we all agree about that.
And states that vine. Can you turn your mic off because it's echoing too much? Thank you. Um, that vine has been here for many years, as you can tell from the um, essence of my lovely town and the plant life around it. But anytime somebody has tried to attack it, it grows and therefore leeches more life out of the town and the surrounding area. So that is why we ask everybody to stay at least 10 feet away from the building, and nobody talks about it because it is a very sore subject. many people have actually lost their lives. But we are trying to work on a solution for this aside from either moving away or outright attacking it.
The direct method does not seem to work so well. Got
Correct.
it.
Question. I don't necessarily know this world, but I am a druid, and if given enough time and permission to get close enough to kind of study it, I might find a way to cut off its ability of growing more. I mean, plant life has a certain way of handling things in the natural realm. So maybe there's a natural way of defeating it.
So, what are you suggesting?
I need to get more closer than just 10 feet away. Kind of figure out what exactly is going to be the best method of killing it.
She sits back down on her throne and seems to be thinking for a minute. And eventually she nods her head. I will grant you that request. However, I do make a request of my own that some of my guards go with you. Um, for the simple fact that it seems like anytime anybody's gotten past the 10-foot mark, that it tries to attack. So, this is a means of trying to protect you because I don't want your life on my land because this is a very special area. We have a lot of issues going on right now, and I really don't need your death to be one of them right now.
Turns towards Valdis. I'm okay if you are.
Well, certainly studying will certainly give us some more information about this world and this particular plant life.
We should know ahead of time what they've done.
Hmm?
We should know ahead of time what they've already tried and what they've already
Eliminate,
done.
so we're not,
Like, have they tried using any kind of divine magic to counteract the effects?
Do you have like a head horticulturist or somebody that's kind of spearheading this project that we might meet and consult with to make sure we're not duplicating any efforts?
That would be me.
Wonderful.
So,
I suppose if there's just to make sure we don't do anything that we already know doesn't work. Obviously, the direct methods are not favorable. And you say that these have been here for quite some time.
yes.
And do you know who put them here or by how they have come to be here?
No.
How long exactly did it arrive? Weeks, months, years?
About 20 years ago, which is admittedly about 10 years before my time.
Oh, so it's got a good, healthy root system going on.
I would assume so, yes.
What exactly have you tried so far?
We have tried divine magic. We have tried to banish it, We have attempted to do flame strike, try and burn it away. Um, and as you can tell, keep people away. That's about as well. That is the realm of what we have been able to do.
So you haven't tried getting rid of the sunlight, normal plant life stuff.
We are not specialized in nature.
Right. When can I get started?
Immediately,
Excellent. Do we get to pick who comes with us?
no.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'd really like to pick so I have a knowledge of their special their capabilities in case I need anything to kind of help buffer, bolster our own strength against this thing. But if you say no, you say no.
Are you trying to persuade her?
Yeah,
Then I need you to roll it.
I know, I know. Let's see. Mm,
Yes.
So would that
Um, Angel,
Hmm.
if he doesn't have diplomacy, what modifier would he use?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Oh,
You don't have charisma either, do you?
Oh, I have charisma. It's a -2.
bow, bow. Not
Not,
bad as
not
well.
bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, but you don't get it.
It was worth a shot.
It was.
Oh, 14. He already minus the 2. Yeah.
I think we trust that Her Majesty will make sure that she sends along people that will
Have the
be
appropriate talents.
exactly.
As
And
Well,
an entire fucking library. So,
what was
we'd
that?
be all right.
What was that about an entire library?
In my head, I have an entire library in my head. I have a very good memory.
the pluses of running with two androids. They know.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. I already have some people picked out and ready for this. As a matter of fact, he pauses and claps her hands, and about 5 people, 2 on the left and 3 on the right, peel away from the wall and stand around you, and they bow to you guys, but then stand back away from you guys just to let you know that they're there, but they're not going to get too close.
Okay.
These are my most trusted guards. They have protected me whenever I have attempted whenever I have attempted to go and deal with this problem of ours.
Well, I'm sure that they will do to serve Tremblefoot very well while he attempts to fix
Research.
this in your name.
Yep. That's a sound plan.
Okay, so I will now let you guys be on your way, and I need you guys to roll perception, please.
Perception.
Nat 20.
Jesus!
Ace.
Nice. You are rolling fairly good this evening. Not bad.
Hey, nothing too low.
No. Um,
All above the average difficulty check. So.
yes. So was actually not too difficult to notice. As she is dismissing you guys, you notice that her face kind of blurs a little bit, and a look of extreme sadness and pain crosses her face before shifting back, and she turns away and walks off.
Do I get any additional insight for my nat 20?
You notice that after talking to Valdis about the evil presence that is over the area, that it is affecting her a lot more than it is anybody else.
Okay.
You, when it blurred, you seen like this kind of shadow cross over her face before you seen the sadness and the pain.
Interesting. I wonder if it's connected to her in any way. During the conversation in which she was talking to Valdis and Tremblefoot and I was stuffing my face, um, can I roll like a not retroactive per se, but as I think back on the conversation, can I roll a sense motive, see if I believed everything she said or if I think she's lying about parts of it?
You can certainly try.
Oh, girl.
um,
19.
from what you can tell, she's not lying.
Okay. She's just extremely affected by it and concerned.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I step in line and I follow behind Trumbull and Valdis and all the guards.
Yep.
All right. How the lineup kind of goes is there's two of the guards ahead of you guys, and then three of one to each side, and then there's one behind you
Okay.
No.
to kind of like give like a form of protection around you guys just in case something should happen.
Got a little wedge shape going on.
Yes.
Well, also, and we can't easily get away.
You were going to say something?
Tremblefoot's going to make a beeline for that.
Okay.
Vines and roses.
And with this, we are going to take a bathroom break
All right.
and do anything else that you may need to do. We will return in about 5 minutes.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, great.
All right.